Hello everyone, welcome to another motovlog on my channel. My name is Marshall3498, and today's motovlog is going to be something that's usually typical of my channel most of the time. Today's topic is going to be motorcycle related, and sorry guys, had to get over. But today's topic is one that I've heard a lot of people do their version of, and this is just my version of my opinion and take on the matter. Take it with a grain of salt. By no means do I consider myself to be an analyst or an expert. And that topic is, are motorcycle dangerous? And some of the pros and cons of the topic, in my opinion. Yes, I know motorcycles are dangerous, and I accept that risk every time I throw my leg over a bike. But there's some ways I think that are most helpful to keep yourself a little more safe than safe as possible anyways. And that way is mainly just, you know, always wear all your gear, always, what in the world? Road construction here, guys, sorry. Always wear all your gear all the time. You know, I myself, when I leave from a house, like right now, I'm on a group ride with a couple of good biking friends of mine, and every time I leave from my house, I'm in full gear, head to toe. You know, CE certified Alpine Star boots. I've got my new Ruka riding pants on, which have hip D3O armor and knee armor and shin armor. Coat's the same way. It's the Ruka Air All, back protector, shoulders, elbows, and I have CE-rated leather gloves with hard knuckles on them. So, but you know, I know they're dangerous. You know, like I said, I know I accept that risk every time I do it. But if you wear all your gear all the time, you ride with some sense, you ride like people can't see you, like this idiot right here who's rolling up through a stop sign, then stops. It's just, it's one of those things that, you know, I believe that if you do everything you can to protect yourself, the best of your ability, you know, ride with you got some sense, watch out for road hazards on the road, and other people. Ride like you know they don't see you, because most of the time they're not paying attention, or they've had a bad day or whatever, and I think a lot of it is to do with why they don't see motorcycles. A lot of people say is they're just so much smaller than cars. You know, your eye doesn't pick them up as well, I think, in my opinion. But you know, get the proper training. You know, I took the MSF course and used a lot of the tools, some of the main ones that you pick up. Of course, you're not going to be able to absorb it all, because there's a lot to absorb there. But for the main parts, you know, like, you know, throttle control, braking control, when to brake, when not to brake, you know, what to do if your rear brake locks up, things like that. There's a lot of tools like that you use to your advantage that will definitely help you along the way. I know I've used some of them myself, and they've saved my hide a couple times. And, you know, this is my 4th full riding season now. So, you know, I've put maybe roughly 15,000 miles on a motorcycle in 4 years. So, like I said, I don't consider myself to be an expert, but I'm no means a novice, that's for sure, in my opinion. So, you know, just don't ride above your means. You know, of course, you know, everybody's going to play a little bit of a speed limit now and then, but, you know, don't run down a back road like this doing 80, 90 miles an hour. It's just dumb. You know, another big hazard, I think, to bikes are stray animals, whether that be wild animals, dogs running out where people don't keep them in the yard. That's something that kind of scares me more than deer, because deer, at least, or turkeys or stuff like that around here, if you honk the horn or you pull in the clutch and you have a fairly loud bike like I do, and rev up the motor, they'll probably run. But dogs, I don't know, some dogs just chase you for whatever reason why, I don't know. And that's a really scary thing. The biggest thing that I've seen to help with dogs, I'm not condoning speeding, but if you do see the dog and they see you, definitely go past them much faster than what you would be at a cruising speed. And that, you know, because if you roll by them doing 45, 50 miles an hour and they're running 15 miles an hour, the odds are they're not going to catch you. They're going to try to take an angle to get to you. But, you know, that's just one of those things that you have to deal with and learn from your mistakes. And, you know, and to me, riding motorcycles is a lot like, and this is the way I'm going to put it, and don't hate me in the comments for this, is like, you know, owning owning firearms and using them. You know, people say guns kill people. No, people with guns kill people. You know, that's the way I can kind of compare the two. You know, riding a bike, you know, if you're essentially not pulling that trigger or doing something dumb, you might be okay. Of course, you might ride for years and be fine, and then, you know, one day a freak thing happened. You know, bike could just fall over, get out of balance on you in your driveway, and you could break your neck. You know, you just never know. But I enjoy riding motorcycles. It's one of my favorite pastimes. You know, I grew up, you know, riding four-wheelers and jet skis and stuff, so out in the open air of elements and stuff is where I'm most happy, because that's what I grew up around being used to. Unfortunately, I didn't start riding motorcycles till later on in life, and I've let a lot of those years pass me by, but I'm going to do my best to make up for it till I'm no longer able to ride myself. So, but it's a lot of fun. Yes, it's dangerous. Yes, good gear's expensive, bikes are expensive, upkeep for bikes is not cheap. A lot of people say that, you know, oh, well, you ride a bike to and from work, so you're saving money on gas. Yeah, that might be true, but tires do not last long. Oil is more expensive, even if you do it yourself. Owning a motorcycle is not cheap, even if you have, let's say, just a couple $1,000 bike like I do. Like this Yamaha FC6 now this is my third riding season with it. Only paid $3,900 for it from an individual who really did not put very many miles on it. One owner, always garage kept. Now, 3 years later, it has almost 16,000 miles on it. So I've got my money's worth out of it already. And hopefully, when I'm able to get me another bigger bike, a more of a sport touring kind of bike to do some actual touring on, the bike will still be in good shape, and I'll still be in good shape. So maybe I can pass that on to them, and they can enjoy it like I've enjoyed it. So, but you know, it's one of those hobbies, man, that I just, when I'm not riding, I'm watching stuff about YouTube or about gear and riding. It consumes a lot of my free time, what free time I do have, but that I enjoy it. There's much worse things in life, you know. A lot of people are addicted to drugs or addicted to alcohol and stuff like that. Yes, this will hurt you just the same as either one of those, but at least it's legal, I guess. But it's a lot of fun, you know. I have great camaraderie with a couple good riding friends I ride with. In front of me is Moto Matt, and at the front of the pack, which you probably can't see because the GoPro's fisheye and all black on the black bike, is Cave Troll. And man, I wouldn't trade those guys for the world. I know if something ever happened, I needed them, as long as they were didn't have to take away from something going on tragic in their family, they would be there for me in a heartbeat if I needed their hand for something. And it's hard to find people like that these days, you know. They're both awesome people. All three of us are motovloggers. I'm sure of you. Look at this idiot cutting between us. Really? Moron. Sorry. But it's just one of those things, man, that I enjoy, and I'm gonna do it till I'm not physically able to anymore, and then I might still up on a, you know, when I'm 60 or 70, I still might be riding a trike or something, just because I might not be able to hold a bike up anymore then, but hopefully I will, because that's what I enjoy. So on that, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed today's motovlog. If you've not already done so, please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on that little bell icon down there at the bottom. That way you get notified of new uploads that I usually try to upload every week for the most part. So on that, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you again on the next one. See ya.